Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're going to do the detailed review of the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. So Xiaomi announced two devices under the Redmi Note 9 series, the Redmi Note 9 Pro and the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. So we're going to review the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, which comes with the quad rear camera setup. Then we have the 33-watt fast charging, the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G octa-core processor. So it's a power pack device. So let's see how this device fares in this price segment. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. Now coming to the review. So this device retails for 16,500 rupees for the 6GB RAM variant. So let's get into the detailed review. So first step, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now if you look at the front panel design, you can see that it has a punch hole camera. It's positioned at the center, and the bezels have been kept to minimal for a budget offering or a kind of mid-range offering. The bottom chin is also not too high, so the front panel definitely looks attractive. We have the fingerprint scanner and the power button integrated here, and the volume rocker keys are towards the side of it, and the bottom section has a USB Type-C port, the speaker unit and the 3.5mm audio jack. We have the SIM tray on the left side, which has a dedicated SD card slot. Now the back panel is quite different when you compare to the other smartphones, although it is exactly the same design as the Redmi Note 9 Pro. We have quite a refreshing design here. You can see the camera setup in the square kind of layout, and it has slight projection here. You can see that there is a slight projection, which overall looks quite good. Now that's the design aspect. So we're kind of okay with the design aspect of it, but the only thing what we felt about the device is the weight. The weight is kind of slightly higher, almost 210 grams, close to 210 grams, and the weight distribution isn't perfect, so you feel the device a bit heavy while using, especially the top portion with the camera layout. It feels like the weight is more towards the top portion, so weight is kind of concern, but not for all people. But if you are having small hands, then this might feel a bit bulkier when you use. Now talking about the build quality. So Redmi or rather Xiaomi smartphones have been known for great build quality. Most of their mid-range phones or the Note series have had glass finishing. So here as well you get a really premium finishing. This is a glass finish, premium looking smartphone, good build quality. This is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. Even Gorilla Glass protection is available for the camera unit as well and on the display as well. So overall the build quality feels quite premium for the price segment it is being offered. Now moving on to the display. So the phone comes with a full HD plus resolution display with a 60Hz panel. Now this is not even an AMOLED panel, it's an IPS LCD panel. Now a lot of smartphones are offering AMOLED panels as well as 90Hz refresh rate in this price segment. Even 120Hz is offered by POCO X2. Now 60Hz, 90Hz, does that matter much? To be very frank, doesn't matter much as long as all are IPS LCD panels. It matters when you have an AMOLED panel, it actually really shows up. But there is a difference with 60 and 90 Hz as this device lacks 90 Hz refresh rate. That could have been provided for sure, but then the display quality isn't bad. You can see that the brightness levels are really good, and the outdoor visibility is really good. Now the touch response again is very smooth, and overall clarity looks quite okay. Then probably not a major issue here in terms of display performance. There is also Gorilla Glass 5 protection. So but then after, even though the display feels quite good, they should have probably provided a 90Hz panel. That is what people expect, at least in this price segment. Now next is the software. Now this is one area where we all know Xiaomi devices run on MIUI 11. So we have the MIUI 11 on this device, so we'll just take the MIUI version. So MIUI 11 global variant, and this device has the latest version of Android 10. That is being offered here. You can see that 6GB RAM and 128GB storage is the variant we have with us. So the device Redmi Note 9 Pro Max comes with Android 10 and MIUI 11.0.2. Now important thing about MIUI is the ads. So a lot of you have been asking us how is the ads on this device. So as this device has a lot of ads. Now the thing is, some of the ads are like frustrating. For example, a lot of notification comes up there, so that kind of experience is not something which many might like. But if you are not really worried about these ads, the MIUI offers a lot of additional options, plethora of features including customization, theme support, dual app support, then special features like game turbo, quick replies, second space. So it's a feature rich UI, but then you have to live with the ads. So ads are a part of MIUI ecosystem. So you have to live with ads. That's probably the only disadvantage with the software experience. Otherwise, it's more of a smoother experience on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Now talking about the performance, so we have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 720G on this device, so it's a pretty good chipset overall. If you look at the performance aspect, no major issues. It's a very smooth processor. Even if you look at the gaming experience, we did not see any sort of major issues here. The games played pretty smoothly. No lags whatsoever. There were some frame skips which is kind of obvious. This is more of a mid-range smartphone, so you don't get the optimizations of a flagship, but still it does a pretty good job. There is absolutely no heating issues, and it does offer a decent experience overall, especially with a large display as well as a large capacity battery. Now if you talk about the fingerprint scanner, you can see that fingerprint scanner does a pretty good job. It's pretty fast and more or less accurate. It may not be the fastest out there, but it does a pretty good job. The face unlock on this device also pretty good. Now moving on to the cameras. Now this phone has a 64 megapixel sensor, and you get an 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera, depth sensor, and upgraded macro sensor, and this is the Samsung's GW1 sensor. Now the front panel has a 32 megapixel camera. That's the difference here. So we have already done a video on what are the differences between the Pro variant and the Pro Max variant. Now cameras are better on the Pro Max, and if you look at the quality of the photos, the daylight shots came out really well. There is good amount of details, good sharpness levels, and overall the ultra wide angle camera also did a pretty good job. Now the one important thing about this device is the upgraded macro camera. The macro sensor does a really impressive job, probably one of the best macro sensors in the sub 20k price segment, offering great details. Now the close-up shots also came out well. The portraits have been a strength of Xiaomi, so portraits have come out good. Now the low light experience, it isn't bad, it's definitely above average. We would have liked a slightly better overall experience, but still not a bad experience, overall pretty good. And the night mode does a pretty good job again. So if you're looking at the camera as a whole, we don't have much to complain. Probably a slightly better low light experience would have done much better to the cameras. Now next is the call quality. Now we did not see any sort of issues on this device. The calls were pretty good. There is voice over Wi-Fi facility if you want to use with Jio or Airtel. So those things are available on the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Now finally the battery. So this device has a 5020 mAh capacity battery, and the battery life is stellar on this device. You get close to 9 hours plus on this device, so that's something which is really good. 9 hours plus and almost 1.5 days of, or rather 2 days of battery life is something which you can expect on this device. Now the phone also comes with a 33 watt fast charger, so again that's something which is really good. And we also done a charging test on this device. You can also check out that video. So now summing up, how good is the device for 16,500 rupees? Now the base variant is offered at 6GB RAM and 128GB storage. So at this pricing, we feel this is a good offering. You get great design and build quality. Now the display is quite good, even though there is no 90Hz, it's still good. The performance is good, the gaming abilities are pretty good, the cameras are really good, the battery life is stellar, there is 33 watt fast charging. So all in all, we don't have much to complain. Probably the cons of the device include the MIUI. The ads on the MIUI is definitely frustrating experience. Other than that, slightly heavier device, as I said before. Other than that, we don't see any major issues. The low light performance could have been a tad better, but again, no complaints since the price segment is below 20,000. So overall, we feel the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max is a really good all-round package at 16,500 rupees. So that was the detailed review of the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.